Markets, headlines, and breaking news 24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com, Bloomberg Television, and the Bloomberg Business app. This is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
And I'm John Tucker of the Bloomberg Newsroom. With this Bloomberg Business Flash, we're being brought to you by Oracle. Attention, growing businesses. Oracle is offering to cut your current cloud bill in half if you move to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. This is for new U.S. customers with minimum financial commitment. The offer ends March 31st. See if your company qualifies at oracle.com/Bloomberg. U.S. existing home sales rebounding in February. The weather improved. You attribute that. It's that kind of data that backs up the idea the economy is actually in pretty good shape, and that is pushing stocks higher right now. The S&P 500, 18 points higher. That's up 0.3% at 5694 on the index. The Dow Jones Industrial Average right now is up 183 points. That is a rise of 0.4%. NASDAQ 100 is just about 80 points higher. That is up 0.4%. We also have a NYMEX crude that's pushing higher, up 1.8%, 68.37 a barrel. Some of the movers right now in the S&P 500, the leaders. This is in terms of the index points. Meta Platforms 4% higher.
What's up,
Nvidia,
YouTube? What's up, gang?
Up 1.75%, and then you have Amazon.com up 1.3%. And basketball and billions of dollars. And
we are
no,
back.
it's not just the Celtics we're talking about. And there's Sal that we learned about today. The St. John's University men's basketball team won the Big East tournament for I can't believe I'm saying it, the first time in a quarter century. Of course, now they're focused to returning to the NCAA. The team's turnaround attributed
I just
to
had to come
billionaire
out.
Mike Riepol, St. John's alumni, who...
Okay, I saw what I needed. I just wanted to show you guys the quick NY trade. Yeah, just wanted to show you guys the quick NY trade for you guys on YouTube that we are taking right now as the Kingsman. It was already discussed. It was already discussed. It was already. The Kingsmen know why we took this trade. The Kingsmen, they know why we took this trade. So I just want to show you guys how it might play out. How it might play out. Yeah. So there's that. And yeah, I'm only starting in New York. Yeah, I don't know why I started the live on New York. No, I don't mean that. I mean, if you're asking why I started the live on New York, it's because I went out. I went out during London. I went out during London. Had some issues to take care of. But let's see. We're waiting to see how we play out on these buys over here. That we have. Probably all the way till 50. Probably. We are not sure. We're just waiting. To see. I wanna see. I wanna see how will NY play because I don't like NY trade, but we are here to show you guys that doesn't matter what section you're trading, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Possibility.
Has invested in the program, enabling it to recruit a top player.
With the forecast we have for slowing economic growth, inflation remaining sticky at a higher level, that we could see some more volatility here as we work our way through 2025.
So what do you? I mean, one of the concerns I think for some investors is that they say, boy, a lot of this weakness in the markets have been kind of a result of the uncertainty associated with some economic policies coming out of Washington, D.C., principally all the tariff talk and the back and forth. One could argue that's not going anywhere. Does that concern you that this might be a kind of a headwind for maybe a fairly long period of time?
Yeah, it's definitely a headwind for the markets now. I think that's what the 10% correction showed us. What does the market hate the worst? The single thing it hates the worst is uncertainty. And the way the tariffs have been rolled out and pulled back, it's been a little bit erratic. We know what the long game is that Trump and his administration are trying to accomplish, but it is creating enough uncertainty that there's a lot of anxiety within the market. That's why we think volatility increases, even if we don't have further downside from here in the near term. So that is a concern. That's why we look at how can we diverse away from U.S. stocks, not just diversify between growth and value or small and mid cap, but why opportunities abroad, like in Europe, look even better. Liquid alternatives we like to use in times like this, where we can use them in our portfolio as another asset class to help dampen volatility, not necessarily dependent on the indexes, either stock or bond. So those are the things that we start doing, versus the last 2 years where I consider that really a raging bull market. We had a little over a 2-year period where the S&P 500 was up 70%. 2025 is going to look a lot different.
Yeah, and there is a narrative in the market that if more capital leaves the U.S. for Europe, that's going to come in many different forms. Capital leaving the bond market, capital leaving the credit market. Mag 7 is going to get hit even harder because that was where all the real sticky money is. Do you see that as a real risk?
Yeah, I do. Good morning, Alex. Yeah, we just saw a stat that hedge funds are, now setting records for the amount of longs they have in Europe versus shorts in the U.S. We've been in that trade of moving abroad to Europe for a while. It's probably getting a little bit crowded now. We think it still makes sense. Europe we have lower valuations abroad. We're quite expensive here in the U.S. Even with the sell-off, we're
Look
still
at that,
historically
Europe,
expensive in
euro
our
going up.
PEs and U.S. stocks. Europe and other foreign markets have lower PEs, lower valuations. And, with this news of the fiscal stimulus that's coming in Europe because of President Trump pulling back from NATO, questions about what he'll do in Ukraine. Germany has a massive fiscal stimulus spending package coming up that's going to boost European stocks, even though the fundamentals weren't quite as good there as they were in the U.S., say just 6 months ago. The landscape is changing, making Europe in particular in foreign markets attractive, and certainly this year more attractive than the U.S.
All right, David, thank you so much. We appreciate that. David Kudla, he's a founder, chief executive officer, and chief investment strategist at Mainstay Capital Partners. I want to welcome into the studio Jason Kelly, Bloomberg News, joins us here. David, a million things to talk about with you, but I've known you to pal around with some pretty heavy hitters in the sports world. Man, did we have a story here today with the Celtics being sold for a $6.1 billion valuation. The numbers just keep going up.
Unbelievable number here, Paul. I mean, so this is the highest price ever paid for a North American sports franchise. And what's so shocking about that, I think, is that the NFL is like the big daddy of sports, as you know. This is more being paid for the Boston Celtics than was paid for the Washington Commanders just a couple years ago. So $6.1 billion it's a record by any account, by any amount.
Is that bubbly? I mean, actually, I say that, but I feel like every time we talk about a sports deal, it's my only question. Is that a bubble? Is it a bubble?
I mean, it feels really, really high, to be honest. I mean, and for context, the Phoenix Suns were sold 3 years ago for $4 billion. So, I mean, wow. I'm not that good. I'm not as good at math as you guys are, but that's a huge, huge jump. Now, listen, they're the Celtics. They're the winningest franchise in NBA history, but they don't own their own arena.
Yeah, that's big.
And by the way, the NBA is a really, really tough business. They have a massive payroll. This is not a highly profitable enterprise. And yet, scarcity value, all these other things come into play, and people want to own these sports teams.
All right, let's stick with the hoops discussion. BRKT Go brackets for all you Bloomberg terminal.
Let's see. 9 billion. $9 billion on natural gases. Wow. That's insane. CBI leading index. Good numbers for the US actually. Good numbers for the US. Good numbers for the US dollar. Good numbers for US. Euro USD dropping. AUD USD also dropping. Yeah, they're all dropping. Good numbers for the US economy getting stronger as expected. Ooh, looks like our trade is not. Yeah, looks like our trade is being. It's not playing out. It is not playing out as expected. I might actually just close. I might actually just close the trade. I might as well just close the trade. Oh, will I wait for stop loss? Price just rejected so heavily. Let's wait and see. We still have 25 minutes for the 1 hour candle to close. So let's see in 1 hour how the 1 hour candle will close. Depending on how the 1 hour candle will close, it will let me know if I stay on the trade or exit the trade. But if you do close above 3040, above 3040, yeah, good continuation to the upside. Boa confirmação para continuar com os pais. Boa confirmação para continuar com os pais. Caso não, só vamos fechar o trade, vamos sair e vamos sair do trade e veremos. Vamos voltar amanhã na sessão de Londres, que eu prefiro. Só, tentamos ver essa sessão aqui de New York, como é que seria a sessão de New York com as pequenas notícias que nós tivemos. E pior, ontem que nós tivemos FOMC, os números de FOMC estavam não foram muito grandes, basicamente. Os Feds não fizeram muita coisa. Não mudaram muito, não fizeram nenhum cut, não aumentaram preços, porque eles acreditam que a economia ainda vai subir. E a economia vai subir e o número de empregados e número de desempregados na América está, não vamos dizer está bom, nem está mal, porque o mesmo número de empregados, podemos dizer, é semana a semana, segunda a semana por cento. Tem o mesmo número de empregados, tem o mesmo número de desempregados, então o que a América está a tentar fazer é trazer mais emprego, trazer mais oportunidades para o mercado, para investidores também e para a população. Então não tivemos muita notícia em relação os Feds da América, yeah. Então vamos ver o que esse mercado, vamos ver o que é esperado por nós hoje. No ouro, claro, porque vimos ali Euro USD estava a dropar, estava no sell, estava short e basicamente o dólar está forte. O dólar está muito forte. Veremos. Vamos ver, veremos. Veremos o que o mercado faz. Então, yeah. Vou ficar aqui até essa. Yeah, vou ficar aqui até essa vela do mar a fechar. Dependendo de como a vela do mar a fechar, caso feche em baixo, assim como nós estamos a ver agora. Caso feche em baixo, começa, yeah, posso fechar o trade. E aí irei fechar o trade e irei sair. Ou também vou deixar tentar correr. Yeah, tentar correr até o meu stop loss. Até o stop loss está aqui. Fizemos um stop loss bem curto. Yeah, fizemos um stop loss bem curto também. Fizemos um stop loss bem curto por causa da sessão. Yeah, por causa da sessão que estou a tradar e o volume que eu estou à espera nesta sessão. Pode ser muito volume. Podemos estar à espera de um grande volume. Será que o presidente Trump já falou? Será? Ali mostra que falou, mas não estou a ver nada. Ok, veremos. Veremos o que é que o mercado nos diz. Veremos o que é que o mercado nos diz. Por enquanto só estamos mesmo à espera. Mas não, tivemos uma boa rejeição aqui. O vela de uma hora está a respeitar muito essa. Estamos a respeitar muito esse suporte aqui de 3026 para aqui em 3026, 3025, 3024. Estamos a respeitar muito esse suporte. E depois ficamos a consolidar desde as 13. Desde a abertura de New York ficamos a consolidar. London tivemos a queda. Depois em menos de um minuto rejeitou. Continuamos a subir. O mercado está. Oh, não é isso que eu queria fazer, é isso que eu queria avaliar. Uhum. Estamos a respeitar muito esse suporte. Por isso até pode chegar a ficar a consolidar aqui nesta área aqui. Mas veremos. Por isso pode chegar a ficar a consolidar. Aqui é o jogo de paciência. Jogo de paciência. Não é um jogo, mas posso assim dizer que é um jogo de paciência. O mercado de Forex tem que ser muito paciente. Tem que ser muito paciente mesmo. Ler o mercado. Tem que saber ler o mercado. Então agora estamos à espera. Daqui a 19 minutos veremos. Mas acho que o trade. Oi, perdão. Desculpa. Acho que o trade não está lá em grande. Não está lá, não está lá grande coisa. Parece que não está lá grande coisa. Então vamos ver. Daqui a 18 minutos essa vela vai fechar. Perdão. Ele tem que fechar mesmo em cima de 3040. Onde fecha em cima de 3040, posso estar confiante. E posso estar confiante que vamos continuar com os buys ou com os bullish. Vou estar confiante que vamos continuar com os buys. Mas por enquanto a fé parece uma pequena rejeição. Uma pequena rejeição. Só espero ele não consolidar nessa área. Yeah. Também a seção de New York. Há muito volume. Está muito lento hoje, não sei porquê. Costuma ter muito volume. Mas hoje está um pouco lentinho. O mercado está um pouco lento. Vela 30 minutos até melhor. Vamos ver que verá 30 minutos como fecha. Daqui a 18 minutos. Então é isso, YouTube. Vamos ficar à espera. Vamos ficar à espera. Veremos.
Por que a entrada tem assim?
Como assim? Por que a entrada tem isso?
Não entramos em baixo no final.
Essa é a entrada de YouTube.
Tá a dar entrada podre a YouTube, tu.
Como assim? O Kingsman é que entramos num sítio, num bom sítio. Mas ok, essa foi a entrada de YouTube. Nossa entrada foi bem onde? Aqui no 38, né? Não foi aqui, por aqui.
Primeira entrada está. How many pips in profit? 30, 38, 39, 40 pips in profit.
39, né?
Yeah, 40 pips in profit. 40. Pretty much.
Então estás aqui.
Yeah, literally, bro.
Damn. Damn, nice.
Se for sabe que você disser para esse buy, qual é o tipo, vamos entrar no site.
Yeah,
Mais boom.
verdade. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn. Não, esse bike é o bike que eu tava. Que eu queria mostrar ao YouTube se eles tivessem entrado agora, no momento em que. Yeah, 30 e. 35 por aqui. Uhum. Foi bem aqui. Now we're just waiting to see.
Não tô vendo como gota rejetar essa zona, pô.
Hum?
Não tô vendo como gota rejetar essa zona.
Qual deles já está? Resistência ou suporte?
That resistance.
Aqui por aqui, né?
Lembras que a questão da rua de cheia antes do bazar?
Aqui, por aqui.
Exato. Yeah, não tô vendo mal.
Yeah.
I might take these 50 pips. I don't know.
CQ profits, yeah. Better to secure profit, secure profit, secure your trade.
I took these 50 pips. Done.
Yeah, 1 hour is not also looking good. Mas aguenta lá, são.
Ah, já fechei.
Hum. Ah, melhor.
Olha, então, né? Já são 17 quase.
Uhum. New York e São Francisco nunca dão movimentos tão limpos. Always has to be so, I don't know, jagged. Não faz coisas concretas, o gajo.
Deixa eu falar as coisas, são chuva duas.
Ou uma só. Aquela mesma.
Aí você agora dois.
Yeah, estou a pensar em fazer isso. Também estou a ver o comportamento. Quero ver como é que uma hora ia fechar. Yeah, como é que uma hora ia fechar, dependendo de como uma hora vai fechar, vai determinar se eu fico ou saio. Dependendo de como uma hora vai fechar. Porque eu não quero para uma hora fechar embaixo de 3040. Onde ele fecha embaixo de 3040.
Não.
Yeah, estou a ver a possibilidade de sales. Mas onde ele fecha em cima de 3040. Estou a continuar com os baixos. Estou a continuar com os baixos. Estarei a continuar com os baixos. But it's not enough. Ai, meu Deus. Isso vai acontecer. É, lá só, em 5 minutos. Em 5 minutos, olha lá o que eu estou a fazer. Damn. Em 5 minutos. Depois faltam 5 minutos mesmo para uma hora fechar. Estava mesmo à espera do close. O close, market close. 3 minutos.
Or hourly close.
Hmm?
Or hourly close.
Yeah, for hourly close, yes. Even for basically for every close for the close actually of London, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
For the close of London, because 1 hour is closing, 30 minutes closing, 50 minutes, 5 minutes. So basically, all yeah. I think it's for the close of actually London close. Let me see. Yeah, London close actually, and 5 p.m. The set
Mm-hmm.
London close. Yeah. So let's see what after London close, how will US respond? How will the US markets respond? But so far looks like we're about to break. I'm not sure. It looks like it.
Yeah, looks as correct.
Hmm?
Okay, aparece
Yeah. Bless.
Thank you.
Yeah, está muito feio. Está muito feio. 1 second. 1 hour close. Exactly at 3040. So yeah, this is not looking that good actually. What do you think?
Off.
Um, Close or let it run?
I personally close, bro, because I don't see any indication of having volume to break through that level now and continue to pop up. So I personally closed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it might run up Who knows? But
It might, but at the same time, it might not. Because the way it closed like still on the range. Like, yeah, the way it closed much.
cycles. E outra coisa também que eu te disse, segurar trades do gold, nunca mais, never. Sorry, camarada.
Huh?
Eu estou a ver, camarada.
Okay, okay. Mm-mm. Hmm. Look at that. Looks like we're breaking. Wow. Olha só para isso. Gold. Gold, 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 gold. Mas não tem assim tanta força. There's not a lot of volume. Wait, let me actually see the volume. I think I did that for, pardon, for a little bit. How much do we have right now? We are sitting at 1K. Yeah, 1K so far. Not a lot, but still strong buyers. Still strong with the buyers. Mm, yeah, let me just hold and see. 4 hours. Let me see 4 hours. How we doing? Oh, 4 hours gonna close in 1 hour. So yeah. So if you can get this 1 hour candle to close above 44. Yeah, if you can get this 1 hour candle to close above 44, I believe our trade is still valid. Our trade will be very, very, very valid. But at the moment, we're seeing some rejections, bro. We're seeing some rejections from the low time frame. We're seeing some rejections. We had one, two, and now depending on this 30-minute candle. But yeah, we do have clean range to fill. If you break above, we have this 30 pips here to fill, then, and of course, all the way till all-time high. Not all-time high, but 50, 50, 30, 50, 3050.
I'm not regretting it, closing the trade, because honestly, this volume, oh my goodness.
No, we see we don't have a lot of volume. 2000 right now. We don't have a lot of volume. The market's up. It's moving slow actually. Yeah, it's moving very slow, but yeah, I feel like if it needs to break, tem que quebrar 42, 3.042. Quando for quebrar 42, já vou estar tranquilo, pelo menos até 46, actually. Let me take this to 46. And let me do this. Taking first trade in founded and got stop loss. Damn.
Can see.
I should. Esse gajo aí, não sei dizer bem o nome dele.
Mm.
Damn, I'm sorry, brother, I'm sorry. But how come? How come you got stop loss, bro? Because us here in the Kingsman, we still haven't we still haven't hit stop loss. If it's stop loss, it's stop loss in profit.
Mm.
We hit stop loss in profits always. Our stop loss is always in profit. Somehow, yeah, somehow. Weirdly enough, that's the word I was looking for. Weirdly enough, not weirdly enough, we know what we're doing. We've not entered the market to lose. That's not our job. That's not our job. Although we do lose sometimes. We do lose sometimes, but we do our best not to lose. Yeah, looks like it's rejecting. It's kind of rejecting. I'm thinking of securing profits actually, but I don't know. For some reason, looking this at the 5 minute, I feel like we still might push. I feel like we still might be bullish. 15 minutes. Yeah, tricky New York. That's why I don't enjoy New York very much. On the low time frames, he likes to consolidate a lot. Os time frames mais curtos gosta de consolidar. But okay, let me wait 30 minutes. But let's move stop. Okay, yeah, this rejection. No, you cannot go below 30, 40. 30, 30, 39.
Mm.
Se chega a 30, 39, I think I might go out. I might exit the trade.
Yeah, the thing is like the volume is not there.
Hmm?
The thing is the volume is not there.
Yeah.
That's why I exited. I was like, not looking good price.
30, 39 agora. 39, 300.
Mm. Mhm.
Mm, 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 mm. Boom, 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 boom. Whoa, whoa. Não, não, 30, 30, 39. Acho que vou fechar. Yeah. Let me close the trade, guys. It's not playing out. Close the trade. Close the trade. We got rejected. Look at that. I'll be surprised if it goes above. I'll be very surprised. But nah, it's better to secure profits. It's better to secure profits than this one. Imagine if you went in and you lost everything. Because look at that, as soon as it closed, price is still going up. Bullish. Price is still going bullish. Wow. Look at that. But yeah. It is what it is. It's New York. What can you say? What
Okay,
can
that's
you
not
say?
for the accounts.
Hmm?
Did you close in both accounts?
Mm-hmm. But it might still go bullish, bro. Still likely to go bullish. Are we done? We are done. We are done. We are done. We are done. So yeah, guys, that was our first trade. First trade of the day. No, second trade of the day. Because we actually had some sells on London. The Kingsmen, they took some sells on London. So yeah, join the market movers. Join the market movers. You'll get everything before. You will see it before it happens. You'll see it before it happens. Yeah. So yeah, oh, look at that. Not a lot of volume. The market is very slow. There's not a lot of 5K, 5,000 right now. Yeah, YouTube guys. You guys know what to do. YouTube, you guys know what to do. Chat. Join the market movers. Learn how to trade. Come and learn how to trade. Come and learn the psychology of trading and how to execute better. Join the market movers. See you there, guys. I just really wanted to show you guys a quick and wide trade. Yeah, so we'll see. Most likely, don't over trade, don't over risk, and looks like most like it looks at the moment for you guys. It looks like it's gonna break. Yeah, while if the 1 hour candle can stay above and 3,042, good continuation, good confirmation, and yeah, good confirmation and good possibility and probability that price might continue pushing up. And for your first TP at 46, your first TP at 46, and then your final TP at 50. Yeah, at 50 for the all-time high. So safe trade, guys. Safe trades. Don't over trade. Don't over risk. And see you soon. Peace out. Peace out, YouTube. Peace out.